Hey guys and gals, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is BNSF 6951. I am your host and I am Vinny. If you guys are interested in model train layouts, model train layout updates, run sessions, and op sessions, how about if you're interested in scratch builds and kit builds? Well, we do that too. Tips, tricks, and techniques are also included in my videos. So if you guys are interested in any kind of these videos, please consider to subscribe. And after you subscribe, hit the bell. This way you'll get notified when I upload a video or do a live stream. And when you get done with all of that, please give me a thumbs up. That helps my analytics in YouTube. With all of that being said, we'll be back shortly. Let's get on with the video. This Vinny Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Alright guys, if you remember in the last video, we were about getting ready to put some feeder wires in. And as you can see right here, I got some here, and I got some there, and a bunch over here. And we have some in here, and a bunch more over here, as you can see. All of this here. Yeah, so I also started to tidy up the wiring for the lights here, as you can see, and I will be doing the same for down here with these lights. Anyhow, the next thing I'm going to be doing on this here is actually starting to glue the track down. So let me show you what's going on with that. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Alright guys, as you can see, I have all my track with new tape on it. That means it's all been fixed up and set up the way it needs to be. And so now we're about ready to do some gluing. Yes sir. Everything is all taped down. All my feeders are in. I'll show you guys how I do my gluing here. It's the same as everybody else, just I use a little bit less glue on the initial track laying process. And the reason for that is because when I put the ballast on, it'll hold it down the rest of the way. Anyhow, stay tuned. Let me get the camera set up and I'll be right back. Alright guys, this is a condiment dispenser. I bought these, they were cheap, like $1 or something like that. Anyhow, I put my glue up to this mark right here. And hopefully we're going to get this so it doesn't leak. It looks like it's leaking already. Anyhow, I'm just going to go ahead and try this. If it doesn't work, I don't trust this bottle, but I thought it might be a helpful thing for me to use. Anyhow, I'm just going to go ahead and take this and just go ahead and scrape it down here. And again, the reason why I thin it out so much is because if I have to take it up, it's less work for me to take it up. I may have to put some weight on some of this track. That's okay. I don't mind. I'm waiting for some electrical connectors to come in and some terminal barrier strips to come in that I could complete the wiring on this. But anyhow, for right now, I'm going to let this go. And as you can see, it's not very hard to do this. And all this glue, even though it came on kind of thick in some places, it'll sink in. And if it don't, just help it out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put some weight on here. Alright, anyhow, we'll be back here shortly. Alright guys, the next step in the process of this wiring situation is to start getting some materials. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I got, and everything I'm going to show you here except for the wire you can find on my Amazon page. So anyhow, these guys right here are barrier strips of a different kind. I've never seen it. Well, I have never seen these ones, but they are pretty cool because they come with this, and they come with this, and they come with this plastic cover, which is pretty cool. And I already put, actually what I did was, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, this was a 4-pack, I believe. Anyhow, I don't need to have all one color on one entire strip. So what I did was I took my side cutters and I cut these terminals in half, and this is what I wound up with. So my colors are green and yellow. Unfortunately, these are black and red, but you know, as long as I put the green ones here and the yellow ones here on all of them, I'll be okay. So I'll also be using these terminal joiners. Let's see if I can get this guy open, show you a couple of them. You guys can see those. These make your wiring job very neat, and these are for 22 gauge wire. I'm also going to be using some of these suitcase connectors, and if I need to, I will be using some heat shrink. And again, if I need to be, I will be using some of this wire ties and wire tie anchors. What else we got? I showed you all these guys. We can put this one away. Clear some of the junk off of here. Okay, to mount these to wherever I'm going to mount them, I got these 3/4 inch, number 6 3/4 inch screws, and 22 gauge wire. The wire is not on my Amazon page, and also I have an 18 gauge wire. I'll be using it if necessary. So tools that we're going to be using are these wire strippers, and these guys have had a lot of miles on them and they still work great. Again, you can find all of these tools. They're not expensive. I think this was like $13 or $14. Again, wire strippers. I use this for the to crimp the connectors on here, and you can see there's a red, blue, and a yellow, and those are the different gauges to use that. And then I also have a little pair of adjustable pliers, and of course I got my power screwdriver. Anyhow, we're going to do right on top of where the camera is right now, so I'm going to go ahead and move the camera over there actually, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, and we will be back in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, there's certain places where I'm not going to be able to reach one of these barrier strips. I don't really like extending wires, and as you can see right here, there's two that's way back here, and the others that we have to connect are over here somewhere. If I could turn this around, right there. So I don't want to do an extension wire there, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hook that up directly to the bus line, and I'm going to use the suitcase connectors for that. So let's see how we're going to do this. You know, I had some friends over this past weekend, and we tried cleaning the track and stuff like that. We got it cleaned up pretty good. We used the mineral spirits. And I'm sorry my arm's going to be in the way, but all right, we'll do, let's see, do yellow. All right. And now what I like about these guys right here is they actually, right here, is a cutter. And so what I'm going to do is just measure how far I need it. And I'm just going to go ahead and give that a snipper. And then we are going to put you in there, thusly. And then we will squeeze. All right. There you go, there's one. Very good, very good. I like it, I like it. Anyhow, you guys get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead and complete this one here, and then I'll show you the next step on using the barrier strips. Stay tuned, and we will be back shortly. Alright guys, I got the one that was by itself all hooked up. Now it's time for me to start working over here. As you can see, I only have 4 for one color and 4 for the other color. So in this particular case, I'm going to have to double up. So these 2 green ones, they will get doubled up and they'll be put on the first terminal. And the good thing I like about this tool right here is that you can actually do both of these at the same time. Just make sure they're even at the end. And put it in there. And just do that. And wham bam, thank you ma'am, you got strip wires. Now I'm going to twist these guys together. And we'll take one of my little terminal connectors and my crimping tool. Now, because these are red, I'll be using the red on the crimping tool. That one didn't crimp very well, but we'll use it the way it is. I didn't grab it right, so I actually broke the plastic insulator, and I could change that if I want to, and I probably will. I don't like the way it looks. So we'll just put another one in there. There you go, that's much better. And I forgot to mention earlier, you're going to need a small screwdriver because these screws are small. And we'll take this guy and we will put him in there. All right, first one hooked up. And so we'll continue with the green. And now each other green will have its own post. And then we will take the bus line and we'll put it onto one of these terminals. I'll probably put it onto the bottom terminal. Don't make a difference. It's all going to go to the same place. So anyhow, that's all there is to it, to hooking up these wires. So let me go ahead and do all of this and we'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright guys, as you can see, I've got this all wired up now. This is my bus line coming in, and I got one yellow going to the yellow side, one green going to the green side. Also, I went ahead and hooked up the extension that's going to go down this way, because I'm sure I'm going to need some power going down that way, since I'm going to have 4 tracks and a crossover up there. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and do what I have to do with the rest of these guys. I think I have 2 more to do with those, and then we'll go from there, see what happens. Talk to you guys in a little bit. Bye. Alright guys, I kind of finished up the wiring that I started to do in the last clip. As you can see right here, this is going to be a junction point. This is where the main bus line is going to hook up, that comes from down there, and that feeds the track on this level, and then again it's jumped to come up here to feed the 3rd level. Anyhow, I have the reversing unit just hanging here right now because I don't know where I'm going to actually make the reversing unit. And then I also hooked up this little this little junction block right here to hook up any track that I need to hook up. Anyhow, we'll walk further down here, and as you can see, here's one, and it's got all these wires. I need to get 1 more wire here for the track that's closest to us over here. Anyhow, we'll walk around a little further. And here's the one I started working on in the last video. And as you can see, it's all wired up, but here's the bus line coming in, and then the bus line going out that's going to feed whatever I need to feed on that final leg of the layout. All the lighting wire has been tucked up, nice and pretty. And then finally, we have the final junction right here. So with all that being said, technically I am hooked up to my DCC system. I'm not going to turn it on because I know I do have an issue. When we tried to do my run op session last weekend, we turned it on and we had a short, and the short is somewhere in this room. Don't know exactly where it is, so we're going to have to play around and find out where that's happening. Anyhow, let's see what other kind of situation I can get into for right now. So stay tuned, and we will be back shortly. Alright guys, for the final part of this video, I'm going to show you how to clean the track. Now, thanks to Ron Marsh of Ron's Changing Things and Greg of Fish Plate Films, they updated the solutions that you should be using to clean your track, and they came up with mineral spirits. Alcohol, even at 99%, still has 1% of water in it, and water is what you don't want. So, unfortunately, the track I did before this, I didn't have the microphone on, but I did start to clean it, as you can see right there. These are totally white rags, and I'll see if I can get a spot on here that I can clean up so you can see actually how well it works. And I just broke the thing. Oopsie, what do you want for a buck, right? Anyhow, I do have it in here because it's easier to control it. So I just hold the top like that, and I'll just go ahead and pour it out. And let's see, let's get this around over here a little bit. There we go. And I'll just do these track right here. As far as I could reach. And these track have been previously cleaned because I wanted to do a little test run operation. But as you can see, just that little bit of rubbing right there did take up a lot more dirt. Anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video. And as always, your questions, comments, input, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Vinny Vid Productions, out.